If you do a search online for Jiu-Jitsu videos, no doubt you're going to come across a lot of technique videos, championships, interviews with champions, all centered around the sport of Jiu-Jitsu. What I want to offer you today is an interview I did recently with a white belt. A white belt who had the courage to stand up for somebody who couldn't stand up for themselves while other people were driving by. And this is the real power of Jiu-Jitsu. This is what gives me confidence and gives me great pleasure every day I step on the mat. And it drives me to be the best instructor I can be. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you share it.
Okay, my name is Tony Stamm. I've been coming here for about 2.5 years probably. Live in Bell Fountain. I live pretty far away, so it's about an hour.
About an hour,
yeah.
One way.
Yeah. I am a 2-stripe white belt. The first UFC, to be honest with you. Yeah. I seen that twice fight, and I was hooked from there. But I just never had a place to come to train, so I found you guys, and here I am. Last summer, it was around August. Me and a coworker were driving down 5th Avenue here in Columbus, in Grandview Heights. This lady comes running out into the street, and there was a guy standing on the sidewalk as she was running into the street, almost getting hit. Nobody wanted to stop for her. I had my window cracked down, driving the truck. I heard what she was saying. She said, "Help, please stop, please help, somebody has just attacked me." So I told my coworker that we got to stop and do something. So I put the car in park, and we got out. He's seen us get out of the truck. He runs back into the building. At this point, I'm thinking, oh, what's going on here? Because I thought it was a domestic case at that point. But as I walked up to the building, he runs into the building. I opened the door and I kicked the stopper down because I had a little stopper on the door. And at this point, the sirens were going off in the building because she was opening the door in the morning. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, and like I said, I kicked the door open. I told him to get out, and pretty harsh language, but I couldn't stand there anymore because, like I said, the sirens were going off, and I backed away from the door. I don't know, maybe 30, 40 seconds later, he comes out and talking real crazy, like he was on some kind of drugs or what have you. So my coworker was standing there, and another guy walked up at this point. He had a pop in his hand. Like I said, he come out of the door, come down the ramp there. I circled back around him because he was, like I said, he was talking crazy, and I knew he was going to do something stupid. So my coworker and this other guy, the guy put his pop down on the ground because he was, coming at him pretty quickly. And my coworker was like, "Hey, you take another step, I'm gonna knock your teeth out." And I knew at that point I had to get it done. So I jumped on his back, I pulled him to the ground, and I choked him until he came conscious again, because when I hit him pretty good. So I still had a hold of him. I had a sweatshirt on all the time. I had him in what they call the modified mount. I stepped over the top of him, I grabbed my sweatshirt, and I told him, I said, "Hey man, you move again, I'm going to choke you again." And he had a bracelet that he had taken off of the lady, and he just wouldn't give it up. So my buddy was trying to get it out of his hand, and he wouldn't do it, so I had to choke him again. And he gargled and gave it up. So I mean, that was pretty much the extent of what happened until the cops got there, and then he resisted them as well. So he was out of his mind. Not at that point, no. It was my mom. She said, "Well, what if he had a gun?" I said, I didn't even think about that at that time, because I seen that lady's fear in her face, and I didn't care if he had a gun or not. I mean, he would have shot me. And she was frantic after that, but yeah, he would have shot me, to be honest with you, because I didn't even think about that. So yeah. He was, I'm guesstimating about 6 foot, 6'2", because I had to jump. I'm only 5'6", so I had to jump up to grab his neck. So, yeah, he was a pretty big fella. Yeah, bigger than I expected to slam on the ground, you know. So, I expected it to work like that. Yeah, I mean, I've seen numerous. I go on YouTube and watch all kinds of fight videos and what have you. So, in my mind, I knew that was what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, it was very effective. Yeah. No, Jiu-Jitsu has changed my life completely. I, like I said, I started this about 2.5 years ago, and before I started, I would never stopped. You guys have given me the confidence and the skill to overcome something like that. So I was jacked up. I was just shaking. You know what I mean? So yeah. It was intense, very intense. But I wasn't like that until we left the incident. So I was calm as can be, and then when we got back in the truck, I was freaking out. I was shaking. So yeah, my adrenaline was flowing. I say go for it. Nothing to it but to do it, you know. It's totally changed my life. I mean, I used to be a big drinker, you know, doing all kinds of crazy things, and I've changed my life completely just coming here. So yeah, it's a full circle.